Welcome, everyone. As you can see in front of us is a beautiful F-35. This is available in the flight simulator marketplace. I believe it was $20. Don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. But there's three variants you'll get with it. This is the Bravo, and it's a very special livery, not livery, variant because it has an ability that I believe the other two do not have, and we will go through that here in a minute. So, but yeah, this is a really nice, well modeled, detailed fighter. Obviously, weapons are not included since they don't allow that in the simulator. But I mean, this thing is just—it's gorgeous. So let's go ahead and get inside and start her up. All right, we are now inside. So go through startup process, the switching on the converter controllers, and then the integrated power. Flip the battery on. We're gonna also then turn that to not that one. Hit that to start. Actually, I don't even think we need to hit that to start yet. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the fuel valve on. Now we're gonna hit start. Turn that on. Then we're this side here should come up anytime. I mean, this screen is supposed to be. Oh, let's go ahead and shut the door. You gotta pull that to shut it, because it's gonna get loud. All right, so that's powering on. This side should come up. It's just going through its phase right now. Yep, there it is. You can see it's coming up right now. Let's go ahead. You can see it. The heat coming off of the engine. There's a red line right there, apparently. I never noticed that before. Apparently I'm blind. Alright, so you can see everything's up. This is supposed to be modeled after the real F-35, so it's pretty cool. Main fuel shutoff valve. You have your emergency fuel refuel. Right now that's not working. You can actually dump fuel, which is kind of crazy. And then you have all this stuff right here. You have tactical situation panel. I mean, you have so much stuff in here. Checklist. This is actually a full checklist on startups. If you want to go through it properly, like engine startup, taxiing, takeoff, landing, and post-landing, post-flight. I mean, that's all crazy. It's intuitive, very in-depth. So that's already that side. So in case you wanted to switch sides with that, this is that panel. That's that panel. Fuel, that's what we have right there. The HUD. Parking brake. All your systems and status. I mean, it's actually really freaking cool. Whoops, wrong one. Fuel is what we had. All right. We also have to pull the pin to engage your ejection seat. Oxygen systems test. Don't know if that even worked or did anything. All right, and then the fun part.
Charging battery.
And yes, I understand you're charging. Shut up now, woman. Headset's gotta love it. All right, we're gonna turn on the VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing. See, everything's out. It's really cool. And then now we hit hover. So, whoops. There we go. I just pulled the stick back. And it just lifts up. Alright, I put the stick back straight. It just sits there. Stick is going to the right. Stick's going to the left. And stick is going forward, and it's just down. Alright. I'm going to put the throttle forward mostly. So, because what we're about to do, we're going to take the hover off. And then we can just basically fly straight, or let me pull the gears up. We can fly straight with the whole hover system on. And then we can remove the VTOL. And then there we go. Simple as that. This plane has got so much detail. It has the air. You can have the air vapor, or the vapor on the wings, like you just saw there for a second. Right there's more. We're gonna go to the Hoover Dam real fast, though. Have a little fun out there with that bridge in front of the dam. But yeah, this plane is so cool. I really enjoy it. I really wish I could remember the the company that made it. It's so sad. And not really. I mean, I just love this plane. It's fun. I fly this thing probably more than anything. All right. RPM too high. Screaming at me saying my engines are too. I got my engines revved up too high. It's very agile too. Of course, for a fighter jet, gotta be a little agile. All right, so the dam's right there. I can already see it off in the right-hand side. Let's go on the deck. Kind of tough to see where the ground is, where the water is. That reflection. Sound barrier. Sure give these people a big old scare. Ooh. It didn't like that for a second. It got a little upset with me. Ooh, got a little frame drop into there for a second. Have a little fun with the bridges. All right. Let's go back to base and do a vertical landing. It's quite easy. Obviously, it's as easy as taking off. Actually, I take that back. It's not really that easy because you have to get the right airspeed to be able to do a vertical. But yeah, this thing it's fun. You can do a lot with this thing. Thing burns through fuel though. That's another thing you got to keep track of. Do not have over 40 tons of weight on this thing. I think it's 40. Because you will not be able to use the VTOL capability. Alright, let's go ahead and find base. I believe it's in this direction. We're right now, we were flying out of, that's Las Vegas. We flew out of Nellis Air Force Base. There's the airfield directly ahead. Pull the throttle. A little bit of air brakes on. I'm trying to make this semi-realistic. Not really. This approach is not realistic at all. Oh well. Just do a quick flyby of the airbase of Nellis Air Force Base. We're gonna fly right over top of Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and then we're gonna do a U-turn. I just hit the sound barrier. It's not a good place to do that. I probably just broke every window in the area. Alright, we're gonna set her down here. Trying to get that airspeed just right. There we go. Alright, we're gonna do a go ahead and go to hover mode. Go ahead and turn her. Ooh. What are you crying about? Alright, we're going to go ahead and set her back down. Go back into hover. Gears are down. Then push the stick forward to go down. Let's go ahead and straighten her back out. With this being such a big airfield, this is super easy to do, obviously, because you can't really miss it. Now, aircraft carrier is completely different. Let's do just a light kiss. Oh, there we go. That was a good kiss. That wasn't even a slam. And then we go ahead and shut off the VTOL. And now she's back to normal. Let's go ahead and put the brakes on. Parking brake is on. We are looking good. This thing's got so much detail. I mean, look at this. You have the radar, or I am not even sure what this really is, but I mean, it's really cool and it moves around. You have an, the pilot. It actually is animated and is actually in the proper flight suit for the fighter. I mean, everything's labeled. This thing is so clean. And let's just. I just love how this thing moves. It's clean. Let's go ahead and shut her down. Alright, let's go ahead and shut her off. Oh, can't even do it that way. Shut off the fuel. And then we're done. It says we're done. Doesn't detect the landing, unfortunately. You have to actually do a proper landing for it to work. But yeah, that's going over the fighter. And what is this? This is interesting. Huh. Apparently, I am now. Okay, this is kind of different. Anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed this little short walkthrough on the VTOL and the F-35. It wasn't my best, but I mean, you know what? I'm not a professional at this. I guess I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Later.